What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and we back in the building. It's another Philly, the podcast. Now, before you guys roast me in the comments, before everybody goes crazy on what I'm about to say, it is what it is. All right. People ask me about this. People were talking about this. I see this all on my Facebook, all on my Twitter, ever since the Super Bowl last night, which was a decent game, I guess. It was an all right game, whatever. Buccaneers went out there and they took what was theirs. Shout out to them. But I've been seeing a lot of Eagles fans saying, doing the comparison to Mahomes and Wentz. Now, I will say, I understand where some people are coming from saying that, Mahomes didn't have a good offensive line and it hindered him. Mahomes didn't have his offensive weapons performing to the level that he's used to. So it definitely hurt him. But let's not get too crazy. All right, let's not get too crazy here. I understand that every time we see somebody else struggle, we want to bring it back home and feel that our problems aren't too bad. But Carson Wentz is not Patrick Mahomes. Let's just do that real quick. Carson Wentz is not Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes looked bad last night. It is what it is. It was a rough night for him. Shout out to the Buccaneers. They went out there. They had the right defensive plan. Todd Bowles went out there and proved that he probably deserves a shot somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to Kevin Bacon in the building. Glenn says, I don't think people are comparing the two. They are more so how bad quarterback is going to look if he gets pressure all day. No, I said that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people saying that Carson and Mahomes, like I've heard some crazy stuff. Like look at, like I said, I can agree to the fact that Carson didn't have the best cards around him. He didn't have the best players around him. He didn't have the best surrounding staff. But I just feel like it's a stretch. I get the point that, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have stuff working for him, so it made him look bad. But at the end of the day, even still, there was stuff that Patrick Mahomes that did in that game that showed why he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz's problems go way beyond just, pressures and his players around him not being good. Big facts. What's good, Solo Bolo? Mahomes was hurt and had a decimated O-line going up against a juggernaut of a defense. I mean, it is what it is. That's the thing. I just don't see the comparison. I really don't see the comparison. I just feel like people are reaching for straws with this one. And I can't sit here and deny that Mahomes had a bad game, and I can't deny that, Carson Wentz had bad players around him, but that doesn't mean, like, if you put Carson Wentz in that game, if you put Carson Wentz on the Chiefs even this whole season, and Carson Wentz was playing how he was playing with the Eagles, he's not going to get them to the Super Bowl playing how he was playing. And I feel like Carson Wentz is a stat that I saw today, and I'm not trying to hate on Carson Wentz. It is what it is. Everybody's going to take it as a hate on Carson Wentz. But Carson Wentz had, I believe, the highest percentage of incompletions in a clean pocket this year or last year, 2020 season. So, I mean, like, come on. We got to stop trying to make up, and I don't want to say excuses, but this has nothing to do. One has nothing to do with the other. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was a reach. What's good? What's good, Process? What's good? Get Wentz up out of here. I just want the rumors to be over with. I just want all this drama to be over with. I'm so tired of it. Like, because I don't even hate Wentz. Like, I never hated Wentz. If anything, I've went to bat for him a lot of times. Like, and it just makes me seem like I just hate the man. And I don't. I just hate this whole drama. Like, and I feel like he's the one person that can kind of end it. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm taking a lot out on him and I'm putting a lot out on his plate. But like between him, Doug, and Howie, Jeffrey, those are the three that can realistically change this, can stop all this drama. And they haven't, so it's annoying. Wentz threw high and low. Wentz had a terrible season. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, I've seen people compare his stats to Drew Brees, compare his stats to this person, to that person, to the third person. I've seen so many different things, and I get it. Carson Wentz, he's a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He is. He has the tools to be a great quarterback. But we can't sit here and deny what happened. We can't sit here and ignore what's going on. and then just compare him to every other quarterback that has one game. I mean, it's just crazy. Reporter from NewJersey.com said that the Bears and Colts are the close frontrunners for Wentz with a third team looming. I wonder what that third team is. That would be interesting. I wonder if it's like the 49ers. I would not be mad if the 49ers wanted Carson and want to give us their first round pick, because they got some defensive players for that ass. I would love that, actually, now that I think about it. And said to expect a trade today or tomorrow. There reports Carson Wentz get traded by today or tomorrow. I mean, well, if that happens, I would love it. I would love to see it. Wentz is good. He is very good. He is great. He has the tools to be great. I'm not saying that last year was an incredible year for him by any stretch of the imagination, but he is a great quarterback. He got picked number 2 for a reason. He's not trash. It's all about his mindset, and it's all about his willingness to fight for his job, man. Because if he comes in here and he fights for his job, I expect that he would beat Jalen Hurts. I don't feel as though that would be a impossible feat or even a hard thing. I think that's easy for him to do. Shout out to my guy, Kevin Bacon. Thank you so much for the $3. I appreciate that. Y'all don't got to do that. He said, I couldn't believe they reached like that. Yeah, shout out to you. You were really, and I'm not saying you're the only one. You're definitely not the only person that said it. But your comment is definitely the one that kind of triggered this whole live. So shout out to you. I appreciate that, because I was definitely like, what should I talk about today? And I was definitely seeing all that. And I was like, yeah, I got to speak on this, man. So definitely shout out to you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Sports Talk with Let's Go Bird says Carson ain't Mahomes for sure. I gotta say Carson is a B word, bro. Woof, coming in hot. Yeah, they said 49ers are in. I'm down for Fred Warner or Dre Greenlaw. Look, I think that they have, if the 49ers get into this, they have the potential to really up his value, because they have pieces that they don't necessarily need. That's the, I'm saying, that's the beauty of the thing. Like, they gave up arguably on any other team. He is now their number 1 defensive tackle. I forget his name, obviously, because I would. But either way, they gave him up really with no second thought, because they didn't really need him. They've been hitting on the draft when it comes to defensive players. So Wentz is a Josh Rosen. See, I said this to somebody else about Jalen Hurts. Like, I'm not saying we should draft a quarterback, but if we did draft a quarterback and we kept Jalen Hurts, and either of them, whoever loses the job, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, in preseason or however that plays out, they're still going to have their value. Because you look at Josh Rosen, he got traded for, I think, a late first and like early second, something like that. So like, we could still get the value out of Jalen Hurts if we drafted a quarterback. Like I said, I'm not saying that we should or that we will, but Wentz needs that coach from the movie Dodgeball. Bro, I don't know why, but last night, if y'all see my community post, I started watching some random stuff. I was watching like competitive tag, competitive dodgeball. Yeah. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That's what they say, right? Wentz is not trash. He's just inconsistent. I can't bank my money on that. That's the thing. We have a lot of money invested in Carson Wentz right now. And look, if you didn't see the video I did this morning about the article that Joe something, I can't say his last name, I'm not even gonna try, but it was on Bleeding Green, and he said basically that a lot of these people, a lot of these veterans on the Philadelphia Eagles don't trust him, don't believe in him anymore, because he wants to quit on the team and quit on himself, were the words they use. So I mean, it is what it is. We got to see, you have to prove every day. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You got to prove that you deserve that spot every day, just like we do in regular life. It doesn't matter. Wentz looked like Jamarcus Russell, and doesn't expect a competition. Jamarcus Russell had all the tools to be a great quarterback, but he didn't want to work. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is as bad as Jamarcus Russell, obviously, but a poor work ethic will definitely get you kicked out of this league really quickly. Wentz has crazy mechanic issues, but the O-line play is just bad. You can't be leading the team with 50 sacks when you play 4 fewer games than everybody else, and your O-line can't give up 60. It's facts. It's facts. I mean, but we can't still, there were still, I would say a lot. I would say a lot of those sacks. Maybe not a lot, but they're probably a good 30% at least. And that's just, I'm just throwing a number out there. But a good 30%, a third of those sacks were on Carson just holding the ball too long, his unwillingness to just, let a play die. Sometimes even you see it out of Mahomes, you see it out of all these elite quarterbacks, whether it be Brady, Rodgers, whoever you want to name, they know when a play is dead. And, they avoid a lot of sacks that way and avoid a lot of mistakes that way. So it is what it is. Jalen over here saying, I'm ready to compete, and Carson running away from the competition, asking for a trade. That's what it looks like right now. And like I said a million times, man, the only person that can stop the rumors is Carson Wentz himself. So, unless he comes out and says something, this is what we get. This is what we're going off of. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Until he's traded or he comes out and says he's ready to play, I don't know. He still has a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles on his Twitter as of this morning. I know that means a lot to some people. So, you know what I'm saying? That is still there. Facts. I mean, even through the playoffs, I think they lost their left tackle. And they've been playing with their backup for the past couple of years. I mean, shoot, we won a Super Bowl with, a backup left tackle. So it is what it is. Like, Big V, God bless the man. He's not an elite tackle. He's a good tackle, and he's doing his thing over there, I think, with the Lions. So, hey, good shout out to him. But we won the Super Bowl with Big V. So, it is what it is. If Wentz don't want to be here, let him go. That's the whole thing. If he doesn't want to be here, he got to go. Wentz is literally a Jay Cutler type. A lot of talent, but an entitled person. He just does not have a respected voice in the locker room. Hey, man, if a lot of people are saying where there's smoke, there's fire, right? I hate to quote Orlando Scandrick, but it's true. If a lot of people are saying the same thing, you start to wonder, and then on top of that, you're not coming out and saying, hey, this isn't true or whatever. I'm not saying that every time you want to do that. Sometimes, you got to just kind of let rumors go by the wayside and they'll kill themselves. But this isn't going to die, man. This is not going to die down soon. So, I don't know. Once Wentz leaves, can we please rebuild this fan base? Too much sensitive fans entered after 2017. I agree. I definitely agree. And it's not even sensitive, man. I'm just listen. Me and Brandon, we obviously I co-host, and if you guys see our like messages to each other or just hear us talk to each other when we're not on live, me and that man argue every day about what the Eagles should do. But at the end of the day, we all just have opinions. We can't pull the trigger on anything, so we all just have opinions. You know what I'm saying? And some people just think, no, I know exactly what they need to do. You guys have no clue what you're talking about. Like, it is what it is. And like I said before, some people won't believe the Carson rumors until Carson says it himself, which is fine. That's cool. I understand that. That's totally cool. But, you can't say it's false. You can't just say it's not true. It's hard to really do that. If someone trying to take my wide receiver spot, I'm working my butt off. Facts. You guys, if somebody's look, I feel like all sports, everything in the world is built off competition. There's always going to be another man over your shoulder, or woman, or person in general. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be another person looking over your shoulder, trying to take your spot, especially when you're successful. And it's not that Jalen Hurts came in and said, I want to be in this position. He's in a kind of tough position too, especially when he got, especially when he got drafted into a situation where no one wanted him. You know what I'm saying? And he's kept a very good mindset. And you look back to Donovan McNabb, no one wanted that man. So, I mean, I don't know. If 30% of sacks were on him, how come he never got sacked this much in previous seasons? He was holding the ball as well in the past. I mean, it was 30% is not that much, you know what I'm saying? So 70% is still a lot, and that 70% became more. So you could look back to his old, to the old tape. You can look back at the other years, and I would probably say still around that 30%. Our offensive line, yes, was better. We didn't go through 14 different ones. But if you look back at those old, even if it's 30 sacks, he's probably still giving up 10 of those. Like, it's been an issue in his whole career that he holds on the ball too much. And I'm not sitting here hating on him, man. It's a double-edged sword because at the end of the day, if he doesn't hold the ball too long, you don't have that touchdown that he threw in Washington to Miles Sanders in the back of the end zone. You don't have that. You don't have that Washington break out of a sack that he had in 2017. You don't have some of these moments that he made. But as a fan and as someone that just wants your team to be better, you can't just ignore that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just ignore that because he does do good stuff sometimes. That's still a factor. That's still a problem. Shout out to everybody that's in here. We got 30 people in here. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. I was trying to hit 1,300 by the end of this month. We already hit 1,300, so you guys are incredible. If we can hit 1,400 by the end of the month, that would be dope. So I appreciate it. Yeah, you got to tell me, what does Twitter say? Because we got to make sure. You never know. And look, it's not that I've given up on him. I'm still at that point that if he came out today and was like, look, I want to fight for my job. I want to be a Philadelphia Eagle. There's nowhere else I want to be. Let's get to work. I will forget everything. I really will. I'm not even going to cap. And that's probably the wrong thing to do. But I would legit, all right, let's go. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm down to figure out if he's our franchise quarterback. But if he's not, then, it is what it is. He's not making it to 35 as a starter. And my thing is, if you go to the Bears, I know they denied Mitchell Trubisky's option for his 5th year. But if they do give us Nick Foles for him, in whatever trade that may be, they're still going to have to draft a quarterback. They're still going to have to get another quarterback in free agency. So what happens if that quarterback comes in and plays well, if something, God forbid, does happen to Carson Wentz in Chicago, which I'm not, hoping for, but it's a gladiator sport. You never know. He's going to be in this situation again. And that's one thing you have to take into account, that this is not going to be the last time that he's going to be in a situation where his backup can potentially cause a little bit of a rift. So, anywhere you go, you got to be a leader. Howie is the real problem. He definitely is. Howie is definitely a big issue, but he's not going anywhere. So we got to kind of work around him at this point, I guess. Is he posting pictures? Oh God, you all ready to get Khalil Mack their safety, bruh? If we got that, I would trip. I would go crazy. For real, I would go crazy. I would say we would be a playoff team if we got all that. Keep it a stack, because then Jalen Hurts just got to not mess it up. Exactly. There's always somebody trying to take your spot, bro. Excuse me. Brandon Robinson, a Bears reporter, just said, unless Colts give up better final offer, Wentz is going to the Bears, and Bears fans won't be happy at what they gave up. I can't wait. I mean, but I can't wait. If it's Tyreek, man, I've said, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Tariq Cohen? I really don't want Tariq Cohen. I don't want nobody that's like and I don't want to say injury prone, but has come off major injuries. I'm good. We don't need that right now. Like, just give me the pick then. Like, if you think that Carson Wentz is only worth Tariq Cohen, what is Tariq Cohen's draft value? Just give me that. I'm good. McNabb deserved the ring in 08. The team was low-key better than 04 Super Bowl. Daniel Fitzgerald. Man, McNabb should have won a couple rings if I'm being 100% honest. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders is about to be 10 times better than him. Yeah, I think Miles Sanders, as long as he stays healthy, you know what I'm saying, he can definitely bust out this year. Yo, what up, Castro? What's good, Lindy? I loved Wentz, but this comp doesn't make sense unless it's directed to what happened in the Super Bowl with the O-line. Even then, he had a bad O-line. That's like taking credit away from the defense just played good. It's the Super Bowl. Those are two top teams. It doesn't make sense to me. That comparison just really doesn't make sense to me right now. I saw Bear fans tweeting if they get Carson, they're not Bear fans anymore. So are they going to be Eagles fans? So is it going to like even out? Because I know a lot of Eagles fans will just go follow Carson Wentz to the Bears. So will the Bears fans just come and be Eagles fans? I don't really want them. I really don't want them. I feel like the Eagles nation will get stronger by subtraction. Say what you will about Howie, but at least he knows when it's time to rebuild, unlike the Cowboys who think getting a nut shiny UIC will fix everything. Big facts. Like, I mean, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, so get ready to hit that dislike button. But realistically, man, Howie, I'm not as nervous with Howie as a lot of people are. Yes, I don't want him involved with the draft, but like, if we can get a bunch of assets, he's going to hit on something, man. He's not going to like. I get nervous when he's in positions that he has to like make a real like actual decision, like try and be smart. Like when you're at number 6, if you have 2 first-round picks, it's going to be really hard like to really mess that up. And especially if you have 2 first, 2 seconds this year, or 2, however it works out, bro, like he's got to hit on something. I might be wrong and I might be a little bit too optimistic, but I don't know. We would be the type of team to take Zach Wilson at 6 and pass on Devontae Smith. Look, I've said this before, and people hate when I say this, but our franchise has not missed when they take quarterbacks that high. Realistically, the last 2 we can think of, obviously, are Wentz and McNabb. Wentz, I guess you can be on the fence on if we hit or missed on him now, but realistically, he had the talent. He was a solid number 2 pick, and for a while, we thought he could be the next MVP. He could be the next guy, and who knows, he could still be. But, if they see something in these quarterbacks that makes them, pick them that early, I don't know. I would be mad, but I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into every situation at this point. In the comparison, Watson to Carson situation, we literally fired our Super Bowl winning coach and hired coaches to cater to dude. Texans straight up traded Watson's number 1 wide receiver and hired Chaplin for. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they thinking out there, if I'm being 100% honest, but hey, we would still be a playoff team because the rest of the division is bad. Yeah, that's the thing too. We're in the perfect spot to what's it called? We're in the perfect spot to rebuild right now. Get value. Y'all idiots. Patty plays just like Wentz, but with super weapons. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I definitely don't agree. There's definite differences in their game, and one of them that is very big for me is decision making. Carson Wentz. We see Patrick Mahomes highlights where he does all these crazy off balance throws, throwing off his back leg, jumping and throwing, and we see those. But what you don't see is him running for 3 yards, him throwing the ball away. These are things that we don't see in Carson Wentz much. Carson Wentz is either a home run or an interception, it seems like lately. In 2017, Wentz went and the line was fire. In the line of fire, his mobility and Houdini-like style ball bailed him out of all year. He has not. It's true. I don't know. I feel like he's trying to find his balance again. Someone, it was Infamous, I think, said it. Infamous said straight up, like, sometimes you got to refine your jump shot. Once you, like, put on weight or lose weight or something happens, you got to kind of find your jump shot again. And I feel like he never took the time in offseason to do that. Mind you, there was no offseason this past offseason, so it is what it is, but like, give Hurts a chance. I don't care who the quarterback is. At the end of the day, I'm going to support him. I just want to see all this drama done with. This is getting annoying. We about to pull to the Bears what the Broncos did with Jay Cutler. I wouldn't be mad at that. We need to fleece them. We fleeced them a couple times, too. I'm sorry. Every time I get a notification on my phone, I think something's happening. What's good, Evil Eagle? What's good? If Hurts so good, like y'all say, why they not calling for him because he is trash? Or maybe because we're not offering him? Look, we don't know what Hurts is, but Carson Wentz was terrible last year, and Carson Wentz doesn't want to be here. So I don't know why it really matters if we think, Hurts is better than Carson or if Hurts is way. It really doesn't matter at this point. Carson doesn't want to be here. So, you know what I'm saying? Availability is the best ability you can have, and Carson Wentz doesn't seem to want to be available for this team, so you got to move on, man. Eagles fans don't need Bear fans. Yeah, we barely need some of these new Eagle fans that came in, man, making us look soft. Not Tyreek, Roquan Smith. I would take that. I've seen both. I've seen Roquan Smith in one of the trades, which I would love that. I post that on my community post. And then I've seen ones with Tyreek Cohen, which I would not like. I definitely would not like. Hope we don't draft the QB. I feel you. I hope we don't, just because it's going to be annoying. But if we do, whatever at this point. He played 4 games. Who was asking for the Eagles to trade him? This whole fan base is trash. He upset, bro. Why you? It's only 12:30, my guy. It's only 12:30, my guy. How you going to say Hurts is trash when he didn't have a full season with the ones? I really don't. I know who you're not talking to me, but it doesn't even matter if he's trash or not right now. Like, our quarterback doesn't want to be here. I don't understand why that's even a conversation. Like, if Carson wanted to be here and we're over here talking about, let's start Hurts anyways, then I can see why it's a conversation. But Carson doesn't want to be here. So, hey, Mr. Philly made it. That's what's up, my guy. I lost my place in these comments, y'all. I'm sorry. I always do. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 36, 37 people in here. That's what's up. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. So, look, all right. I understand, people are upset. People don't want to see Wentz go. But we'll hone the fact that it's going to happen. It's a foregone conclusion for the most part. He's going to probably be gone within this week. What are you trying to get back? Let's focus on that. Let's focus on what you want to get back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm against getting players. Realistically, I understand. Like, look, if it's Roquan Smith, that's a great player. I'm not going to be mad at that. Khalil Mack, I wouldn't be mad at that. But I feel it's better to just get the draft capital right now. Get yourself to a point, because in 2 years, your cap is going to be way better. You're going to be in a way better situation than you are right now. So what do you want? What do you really want from Wentz? Realistically, I know we hear all these, trade rumors, but let's pick from each trade rumor. You know what I'm saying? Like, my best trade rumor. All right, if I had to make my dream trade, it would probably be this year's first, next year's first from the Bears, Roquan Smith for Carson Wentz, and like a fourth. I would love that. I would go insane for that. I would love that. That gives you 2 picks in the first round for this year and next year, albeit this one's in the 20, in the 20. I think it's number 20. Next year, obviously, we don't know. We'll see what happens with Carson. But that gives you 2 picks in the first round this year, next year, and then that gives you your linebacker. So now I'm not pounding the table for Micah Parsons. Not only does that give you a linebacker, that gives you a young stud that you can pay and you can groom, you can grow. So I would love that. Let me know what your guys' best trades would be. What would you want? Terrell Pryor. My man's really said Terrell Pryor, though. That is kind of crazy. I don't see the hype on Hurts. Me personally, I'm not hype on Hurts. I'm not really down on Hurts. I'm just at the point I need to know who my quarterback is. And realistically, if I had to say one thing is the thing that I love about Hurts, or that I feel like the fan base is gravitating towards, is these are reports, but all the reports of, players and franchise heads, alike, saying that he has this leadership, he has this intangible. And I feel like that's something that you can't, look past. Being a leader is something you can't necessarily teach, and it's something you can't necessarily learn, especially once you're at this point in the game. And it feels like Carson Wentz doesn't want to be coached. And again, I'm just going off the reports. I obviously am not there. But it looks like Carson doesn't like to be coached or doesn't want to be coached. And it seems like Hurts loves the coaching. It looks like he he embraces, learning new things and trying to be better. So if I had to say something or that was a hype on Hurts, I think that's probably where people are right now. Are they right or are they wrong? Who knows? Who knows at this point? Hurts is a born leader. Look at that. Brady doesn't have the best arm, but he's a leader. Hurts is a leader. Look how the team played for Hurts compared to Wentz. I'm hearing Wentz wants out because he lost the locker room. I don't know. I forget who said it now, but when I dropped the video this morning, somebody said we need a 30 for 30 on Carson Wentz. We really do. We really do. Because I don't know how all this happened. It is insane. I feel like with the snap of a finger, everything changed, and it's just bad. 11 years, bad luck. I hope Wentz leaves us. Dang, bro. Why are you so upset? I mean, he's leaving, so you're definitely going to get your wish, Brandon. Shout out to you. So how you feel about Tom Brady coming to the Eagles 2042? Yeah, I mean, by then he'll probably be on his 30th team. I think that's the goal for him. Shout out to Brady, man. Shout out to Brady. I'm not a fan of Brady, obviously. I live in Tampa, so when I tell you last night, every touchdown, I heard the cannons go off. It was pretty cool. I saw the fireworks and stuff. It was pretty cool. And Brandon said on his Twitter, I wish I had a screenshot it. Brandon said on his Twitter, he was like, having home field advantage at the Super Bowl is crazy. You got fireworks and yellow flags. And it was true, bro. Like that. I'm not saying that the Bucs definitely didn't win just because of the penalties, but they definitely were not holding those flags back. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Make sure you go with Wentz goes. Oof. Make sure your bum ass just come back if Foles or Doug go do clown. You upset, bro. It's 12:32. Look, guys, there's a link in my bio if you guys want to buy me a coffee. And if you guys do want to buy me a coffee, I will give it to Brandon because he needs a coffee right now, maybe a latte, double espresso, my guy. We are here for you. I don't want you to leave, bro. Hey, we all have different opinions, and it is what it is, man. I respect your opinion, bro. I'm gonna be that bum ass. Wentz isn't a leader, he's a me guy. I mean, that's how it's seeming. It's halfway through the day. I'm just waiting for the Wentz trade. Big facts. That's where I think we all are. Just get it over with. Man, get them likes up. Big facts. Get them likes up. I feel like there's never no likes until I'm off, which I get it. Y'all don't want to get out the chat. I don't really care. It is what it is. But, just make sure you hit that like on your way out or on your way in, whatever is easiest. I'm not picky. Share it with a friend, It is what it is. I appreciate y'all guys always, chilling and everything, man. I really do appreciate it. You can judge Hurts on 4 games. He is not the next Vic or McNabb, but he is no Kevin Cobb or Mark Sanchez. Right now, it's all about mentality. We have a lot of coaches that I feel like are very good at grooming quarterbacks, at teaching quarterbacks. And I feel like it would have helped Wentz if he wanted to be here. But if he doesn't, then, I feel like it can help Hurts very, very much so. So, I mean, I think we can get the most out of this guy. I definitely do. Wentz does not need to be traded, even though I still think that he will be good. Does need to be traded. Looks like we will get a decent haul back. That's what it's seeming more and more so like we're actually going to get a very good return for this guy. And I would not be mad at that. I'm really just waiting for that one. I feel as though once I get off the live, that's exactly when it's going to happen. But I'll chill for another 30 minutes. Y'all don't know what Wentz is. You heard he say, she say stories like sheep. I mean, we all hearing that. You don't know what Wentz is either. You don't know what Wentz wants to do. I mean, so if you heard any different stories from reporters, that actually talk to this team, I mean, I'm all ears. You send me the article you wrote about your inside sources about Carson Wentz wanting to stay on this team, and I will make a whole 2-hour, 3-hour live about it, brother. But these are the reports we getting. It is what it is. He went to Super Bowl like it was a fluke. How could the Colts top the Roquan Smith, Quentin Nelson? Whoo! That would be insane. I doubt it, but that would be insane. Now, I know. I just I like responding to everything. I like to play devil's advocate. Once never said he wanted out. He just not talking to clowns. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'm gonna say it. We are going 19-0, blowing the doors off the Bills in the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. There we go. There we go. I like that. Make a voice for the Wentz fanboys and read the text. I gotta think of one. See, I don't like, being too rude to people. I mean, everybody got their own opinion. As long as you're respectful. I mean, I don't really like that he's out here calling everybody a clown and you a effing this. I mean, that's corny to me, but it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like I said, I'm going off my own opinion and I'm going off the reports I read. So, I'm giving it to you. You guys take it how you want. And that's all I could do. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I can offer right now. That's not being a Wentz fanboy without Wentz getting the first seed by there are no playoffs at all, no playoffs in 2019 either. No, I agree. I mean, like I said, Wentz has all the talent in the world. It's all about mentality right now. Yeah, if we get that, especially that trade, especially if we're getting 2 firsts or even just 1 first and Roquan, if we're not giving up anything, like I saw one that we would be giving up our 2nd round pick and it was still 2 firsts and Roquan Smith, I would be okay. And I think Nick Foles, I would be okay with that. I know a lot of people don't want Nick Foles, but I know it's probably something we might have to do just to bring that on. I've been arguing with a lot of people about the whole Nick Foles situation. The only way I wouldn't want Nick Foles is I saw one trade that was Nick Foles, Tariq Cohen, and the first. I don't want that. And that would be for Carson Wentz in the 3rd. No, I don't want that. Because to me, you're giving me a 1st round pick to take on Foles' contract. That's to me, right? So for that, to me, it looks like after that's, cleared, that's, you gave me a 1st to take on Nick Foles' contract. Now I'm giving you Carson Wentz for Tariq Cohen. I'm giving you Carson Wentz and a 3rd for Tariq Cohen. That doesn't make sense to me. And it's not necessarily that, let's just keep him, but that just doesn't make sense to me. I want it to be a better trade. Chicago, listen, y'all going to have to watch the film. Y'all going to have to, watch the film. Y'all going to have to just execute better. And, maybe he could talk to Cody Parkey. Maybe he'll execute better, watch the film, won't double doink. He's getting traded. People need to move on. That's the thing. It's over, bro. Like it is what it is. Let's talk about what we got in house. Let's talk about, I know I shouldn't be saying this while I'm doing a video about Wentz, but it is the story that we got. It is. You have a good perspective. Think about what can be got for him if he wants out. Let him. Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like I'm not, and I've said this a million times, and I know I'm at the point now that it just kind of sounds like I'm bashing Wentz and saying, get out of here. But at this point, if you really don't want to be here, bro, just go. Just get it over with. Like you said, just like this is holding the team back, man. I've made this comparison. I was on Philly Talk podcast with Joey Shakes the other day. He did like a call in. It wasn't a playing thing. But I made the comparison. It's like if you're at work and your coworker comes in and is like, listen, I'm not going to work today. I hate this job. I'll take that over somebody coming in and moping around and just shutting down while he's at work and slowing everybody else down. Like that's kind of where I feel we are with Carson Wentz. It would be a 5th or a 3rd because we don't have a 4th. So, yeah, I mean, look, I would give up a little bit if we're getting like a big haul. If we're getting, it makes sense to me. If we're getting 2 firsts, Nick Foles and Roquan, I'll give you Carson. I'll give you a 3rd. Like, I'm cool with that. I'd probably even give you a 2nd if I'm being 100% honest, because then we got 2 firsts this year and 2 firsts next year. I'm okay with that. And then we just don't have a 2nd next year. We can work something out. We can maybe, swindle a trade that we get back in the 2nd round because we still have Ertz that needs to be traded. Or it doesn't need to be that, but we assume it'll be traded. And we have other pieces on this team that can be traded. So get the most draft value you possibly can. And if you have to give up a little bit, then you have to give up a little bit. But I feel like just because it's a 1st round pick doesn't mean that it's the best trade. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at everything involved. You listen to he say, she say. Look, y'all look so dumb if 11 starts week 1 for the Eagles. I mean, if he, like I've said, I'm not gonna keep saying. If he does, he does. I'm cool with that. Yeah, exactly. I'm an Eagles fan. But this is an Eagle right here. This is an Eagle right here. This ain't a Carson right here. This ain't ginger. This is green. Well, it's white technically, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Like this quote is crazy. Hey man, it is what it is. Everybody, 2 firsts and a Smith. I would take that in a heartbeat. I would too. And I would listen, if I gotta give you a 3rd I would do that. Maybe not a second. I don't know. I probably would if we don't have to take on Nick Foles, because I feel like Nick Foles is more so like we need to get rid of Carson in the sense of he wants to go, but we don't need to get rid of Carson. Like, it realistically hurts our cap. You know what I'm saying? It's not something, we would obviously, I think, as a franchise, much rather have Carson Wentz be that franchise guy for us and stay here and work his contract out and figure it out from there. But we don't need to give up Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bears kind of would need to give up on Nick Foles if they are getting Carson Wentz. So you have to kind of give me a little sign in that, scenario. I love the Roquan Smith trade offer, but I'm sure we're going to have to take Foles if the Bears are the one. I'm pretty sure. I said this in the video that I did like yesterday or the day before that. I don't know. These days merge together. But I said, what if that was the trade? You know what I'm saying? Not hearing any of the rumors, because it just made sense to me. Like, they would have to give up that, not have to, but why would you want to, have that drama and that cap situation? Damn, I'm behind. All right, man, have a good one. I appreciate you chilling, bro. I appreciate you chilling. I know everybody on they lunch break or whatever it is. I like to just, see how y'all doing on y'all lunch break. We can talk a little Eagles. Yeah, everybody was hyped, bro. Bring the big mad. Agree, you can't leave the nest soon enough at this point. It's unfortunate. Refreshing Twitter a lot. Hey, guys, keep it respectful. Everybody in the chat, just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mean, if he starts getting too wild, you know what I'm saying? You guys have wrenches for a reason. Look, Brandon, hey, man, I would love for you to stay, because I would love to hear your insight if something does happen, with Carson and everything. It is what it is. If you're an Eagles fan, you good by me. Let's all keep it respectful. Let's all just chill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the Smith trade, but I don't think that. Where's my wrench? I got you, bro. I got you back, bro. I had to take away everybody's lunch because, people was wilding, but I'm slowly giving them back. As long as you in here enough, if you really want it. I got to find your name. Just give me 1 second. There you go. Did you drop the Jalen Hurts shirt yet? Yeah, I did. The link is in the description, actually. Yeah, if anybody, wants to represent Jalen Hurts, I'm not saying I'm Team Hurts. I'm not saying I'm Team Wentz. I'm just saying that there are Jalen Hurts shirts available. So if you are interested, definitely. And there are shirts, there's sweaters, there's tank tops. If you want to get your girl a tank top, you can do anything you want. We probably got it. So yeah, if you guys want that, the link is in the description. Check it out, along with the other merch and everything. So, but yeah, that definitely did drop. We already sold a couple. I appreciate everybody that copped it. If you copped any of the merch, like there's Philly merch up there. There's Howie Roseman, Fire Roseman shirts. There's Dumb Doug shirts. I just make random shirts. If you cop anything, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at PhillyTP. Send me like a picture, bro, and I'll definitely use it in like an intro or something. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel in any way, man. It doesn't, just like the channel and subscribe. That's more than enough for me. But if you want to go that extra step, let me know, and I'll definitely, I'll definitely show it off because it's really cool for me. What if Brandon is Wentz's brother? It might be. He's going to be upset. Jalen Hurts is Terrell Pryor. Oof. According to sources, the Wentz trade is close with 3 undisclosed teams closing in. Yeah, the 3 teams that I've heard are Bears, Colts, and I'm hearing Niners. I would love for the Niners to be involved, but the Colts want Wentz bad, but don't want to give up 2 firsts, which I understand. Yeah, I was watching some Colts podcasts yesterday, and they were saying that they were out once we heard the how much it was going to be. I think they're out at that asking price, like you said, but I think they still definitely have a little bit of interest. But realistically, all right. So if the Bears offer is 1 first, Tariq Cohen, and Nick Foles for Carson Wentz and a pick, I'd rather take 2 seconds or whatever the Colts want to offer, because I'm not that's just, I feel like we're giving up too much at that point. Every time we in the playoffs, a backup is playing. Unfortunately, Wentz just had bad. It feels like that. It really does feel like that. It feels like, and look, the organization definitely did not help him. Don't get me wrong. The organization did not put him in amazing positions to succeed. Even 2017, we didn't have the greatest team. We weren't supposed to be that good. But it is what it is. I mean, we're at that point now that, we can't change what happened. If it really affects you that much, if you're really that upset and you really don't want to be here, then, it is what it is. You have that right to be upset and want to leave. Yeah, I got love for Wentz. I love for anybody that puts on the Eagles jersey, man. Is it just me, or does it seem like the Philly media just hates the Eagles? Everything is so negative. Don't hear it like this with the other areas for their teams. I will agree. I will agree to a certain extent. If we were winning, I don't think that they would be so negative. You can see these articles started coming out once we started, playing poorly, like in 2018, all these anonymous, I can't talk. Anonymous sources start coming out once we start losing. But I agree. This Philly media is just crazy. And they're making up a lot of stuff, which is frustrating in itself. I mean, if it's not true, then why wouldn't he say anything? Why would all these media sources say it? Like, I can understand if it was just like one or two unverified accounts that just made up some random stuff. But I mean, we got Adam Schefter talking about it. We have, we have Bleeding Green reporting on it. We have a bunch of different sources at this point. Philadelphia Inquirer reporting on it. So I can go down the list. This hasn't just started. It's been a continuous thing. And no one has been able to say it's not true. Not a person. If anything, it's become more and more, open about it. We saw what Malcolm Jenkins said. I feel like, where there's smoke, there's fire, man. Big Brick Nick. There might be a third team. Yeah, I'm hearing that it might be the Niners. I would love that. There were so many times, in my opinion, that he could. And I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. And I agree. To a certain extent, I agree. I don't feel like I'm trashing him. And if I am, I'm sorry, Carson. I know you're not even going to watch it. So it doesn't. But if it comes off like I'm trying to trash this man as a man, I'm not. I really am not. I'm really at the point of a fan and a fan of the Eagles. I feel like he's holding this franchise back. And I feel like, and it might not be him. It might be that he told Howie, look, I'm going to come out and say, I don't want to be here. And Howie was like, no, don't say anything. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe, and Howie has given a lot of bad advice in the past. So that's very possible. But there's too many opportunities to kill this drama and kill all these rumors that just went by the wayside, I feel. So that's my thing. I'm not going to fight more for another man's job than he's willing to fight for his own, bro. Like that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I mean, these are all facts. Dallas released. Ooh, I saw a report. See, I saw contradicting reports because I said my friend works for Dallas media. You know what I'm saying? But he mainly covers like basketball and stuff. But he believes that he'll be back. He believes that Dak will be back. And then I've also seen some reports saying that, him and the family or him and his agent, I should say, are pretty sure that they're going to be back. But I have seen some rumors where people don't think he'll be back. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting. You do have a wrench, Mr. Philly. Or at least it says you do. It says you do, bro. No, that's a fact. Look, my father always told me when I was young, luck is nothing but opportunity opportunity and preparation meeting each other. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be prepared for any opportunity that comes, and I guess that doesn't really mesh with Carson Wentz's situation. But it's a good saying. I always like that saying, so it is what it is. If the trade happens with the Bears, will it be Foles people versus? It probably will. It probably will. It's going to be unfortunate. I was talking to my guy, RB, Philly Take with RB. If you guys don't watch Philly Take with RB, be sure to go subscribe to him because he is killing it. He's definitely one of those dudes that I watched for a long time. But anyways, me and him was having a back and forth on Twitter. And I think that, not to quote him or anything like that, not to bring anything personal that we're talking about in the open, but, me and him were talking about the fan base and talking about it's kind of frustrating seeing all this divide, and like I said, I don't want to go too in depth in our conversation, but it is something that I don't want to even say I'm nervous for. I'm getting ready for, which is sad because either way, people are going to be mad, and either way, it's not going to be 100% happy. It is what it is. Do the Bears have any good receivers? Allen Robinson is a free agent. I don't want their. I don't really. Yeah, they don't. They don't have an Allen Robinson. Let me put it like that. Outside of Allen Robinson, they don't have any receiver I think is worth trading for. Just got here. Who is comparing Mahomes to Wentz? Me. I think Mahomes. I think Wentz is way better than Mahomes. Real talk. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Now, I've just seen it on Twitter, on Instagram. I've seen it on all these different platforms. Shout out to my guy Kevin Bacon. He was talking to me about it and was like, "You should definitely talk about it. I want to hear your opinion." So, decided to just do a live. I was gonna go live either way. Y'all know how I do. I'm finna get one of those Fire Howie shirts, hey, or Jalen shirts. They fire. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Let me know. Let me know when you get it. Rock it. Send me a picture. Send me a flick, and we'll throw it up, bro. I definitely appreciate everybody that supports, man. Jalen is man enough to have a dude behind him and isn't afraid to compete. But if he comes back and competes, he gets my respect. I agree 100%. If Carson Wentz comes back, I've said this a million times. If Carson Wentz come back, if I just got a notification of him going live saying, "Look, I'm coming back to the Eagles. I am fighting for my job. I don't care about these rumors," and not says another word for the whole season, you got my respect. I'm sorry. I'll sit here and say, "I'm sorry." I will make a whole video. My bad, Carson. I shouldn't have doubted you. Dead ass. I'm so serious too. I will make shirts that say, "I'm sorry, Carson." And I'll buy one myself and rock it. Because, if he does that, he got my respect. Because that's all I want from you. I just want to know you want to fight. Yeah, man. And I can't do it. And, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't think he will be back. Dallas didn't. Where is Dak Prescott, man? Dak Prescott's usually in this chat. I'm kind of disrespected. Did y'all scare off Dak Prescott? Come on, that was my guy. That was my guy. That was my guy. What if now this is never gonna happen? Okay, this is never gonna happen because one, we don't have the money for it, and it just would never happen. But what if he is a free agent, Dak Prescott, and the Eagles go after him? Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine the uproar. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't want to see it, but that would be funny. The world would just turn upside down. Dallas doesn't deserve Dak. They treat him so badly. Yeah. Now, all right, let me ask y'all a question. Would you have, if we would have done to Dak what Dallas did to Dak, to Wentz what Dallas did to Dak, meaning if we would have franchise tagged Carson after the Super Bowl instead of, signing him, and then we were in this situation where now he's coming off a franchise tag or maybe a second franchise tag, depending on how you want to look at it. If we were in that situation, is that worse than the situation we are in now? You know what I'm saying? Because if we didn't spend all that money on his contract, presumably you could have put a better team around him. So, like I said, I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate. Patrick Peterson to be a free agent. We don't got the money, man. We don't got the money, man. If he's down to come for cheap, I'm down. But you ain't got the money, man. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 50 people in the chat. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. Every time you like the video, it just helps and it pushes it to more people. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Yeah, we only got 24 likes, y'all. Come on, we got 50 people in here with 24 likes. Come on, do me a favor, hit that like button real quick. We haven't Debates on Hurts if Hurts ready, but Hurts might not even be here if they want Foles in that trade. It's a good chance they trade Hurts and coach drafts his quarterback. That's a very good possibility as well. That's a very good possibility as well. It's all up in the air right now. That's an insane comparison and one that I definitely not had heard before. Yeah, my Twitter be wild. My Twitter feed be wild. Kevin was footloose. Jerry Jones said he wants to franchise that. That's crazy. If I'm Dak, I'm not playing for that franchise tag. I'll just be like, never mind. I'll sit on the bench, bro. Someone documented the career of Wentz on Twitter with Taylor Swift lyrics. I gotta see that. The team just plays better without Wentz. Unfortunately, Wentz acting like a B word, but I would do the same, to be honest. I don't know if I probably wouldn't, but I don't think they're comparing their skill. I think it was a comparison to the situation with the bad O-line. I mean, can't lie, that O-line maybe. The O-line definitely did hurt him, but it just makes no sense to compare the two. Like, it's just a stretch. It's just like people trying to compare Wentz to someone for some reason. Like, there was no need to do it. It was one game with a great defensive performance. It is what it is. Patrick Peterson is slow. He got beat by Alshon Jeffrey. Facts. Patrick Peterson's too old. Yeah, he's too old, and he's probably gonna be too much money. So I'm good on that, man. I am all the way set on that. 2 wins, Wentz. Trash. Hit up the likes. I agree with that last part. Definitely hit them likes up. I mean, it is what it is. I have belief that Carson Wentz can be great. It's all up to him, though. It's all up to what Wentz does. If he doesn't want to fight, then he can't be great. If he doesn't want to be great, he won't be great. It's that simple. It really is that simple. I feel like he has all the tools. He has all the tools, but tools mean nothing. Basically, yeah, facts. Big facts. But yeah, I think I'll get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody chilling for a little while. Me and Brandon are probably gonna go live a little bit later on tonight. And I'm probably gonna be going live sometime this week with Simone with the sports. Definitely go check her out if you guys do not already. But yeah, we're gonna be out here. Appreciate everybody chilling and kicking it. Like I said, we have like 50 people in here. Be sure to hit that like on the way out. We are going to be doing the mock draft series this week. Again, we're going to keep it going. We have Detroit Lions and we have the Carolina Panthers. So that will be a lot of fun. Shout out to my guy, Kevin Bacon. I appreciate that $2.99 so much, man. And I appreciate everybody that showed. But other than that, man, y'all know what it is. It's Fly Goose Flying. We are out shit.